Hello YouTubers and welcome to another Doctor Who Classic figure review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Remembrance of the Daleks box set. By far it is one of my favourite sets I have with me, and one of my favourite Dalek stories as well, so I'm going to be glad to review this set. Yeah, the set consists of 4 Daleks, all different in their own way, and all from that story, although some features have been changed and so on, which I will go into now. So I shall review the highlights of the set first, because I've got a lot to talk about with this Dalek. And it is the rather strange looking special weapons Dalek. So articulation, same as the Dalek, moves pretty much. You can't move its eye or head or anything, so it's barely got a head. And the gun moves up and down, that's pretty much it. So the detailing is as follows. The painting is a little naff on this, but I've heard from a lot of YouTubers that the painting is naff on all of their Daleks. Unfortunately, it's just like they've got a paintbrush and just painted lines on it. The bottom, the skirt bit isn't too bad, I suppose, but the top is quite bad. So considering that they've made such a good figure, they could have got the paint a bit better. It's got like a chrony gold looking colour, and same with the spots as well. Looks very nice in the sunlight, although you can't see it because of my shadow. And the gun is just completely black, but it's got these rings and cool little bits of detailing on it, so it's pretty cool. And it's got all these little like screwed in bolts and so on the back as well, goes on. And the head is just like, it's got a few scratches and stuff on it. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there or not, but yep. So the thing about this figure is, it's been long awaited for a long time. A lot of people wanted to see a special weapons Dalek, but people when people buy the set online rather than getting it in the shop, they do get all sorts wrong with them. I've heard a lot of bad stories about this set. Like with paint bleeds and all sorts with the figures. Mine weren't too bad, although mine do have a bit wrong with them as well, which I'll go into. This one, not so much, but my other Daleks will have some bad things on them, which I shall show you in a bit. So yeah, it's good to have this Dalek. It's one of my favourite figures, I think, on the shelf at the moment, because it just looks so different. It just looks like a massive tank. And yeah, it's good to have it. So yeah, I also forgot to say the front does move, as you can see, all the way along there. So that could do a 360 also, so it could turn around and shoot things. So yep, it's good to have this figure. And I suggest, even if you don't get the set, please get this figure on eBay or whatever, because it is a good figure to have, especially if you like the story too. So next I will review the white and gold Imperial Dalek Soldier. So, okay, in the story, I'm not going to do the articulation because you all know the articulation on Daleks. So the story, in the story, these Daleks had a silver iris with a black dot in the middle, and instead of doing that, they've just done it completely blue for some reason. I'm not sure if they're trying to like homage the eye stalks they have in today's Doctor Who episodes with the Daleks, but yeah, it doesn't halt the figure in any way. It just looks a bit strange. That's all. And yeah, so can't really complain about that, although they could have changed that. It's got the really cool new Dalek ears, where it's the gold top with the silver see-through glass mesh on it around the side, making it look very cool. And it's got the gold mesh on the side with the white vents alongside it, giving it a cool effect. The side mesh and slats are just completely gold and white. Nothing much to say about that. And one of the problems with this set is also the Daleks did actually have gold mesh on them in the story, instead of these just like these big golden slats. And they also did on the grey Daleks, but they just did the same for that. Just they changed the colour of the slats from gold to black, which looks a bit strange, but I'll go into that later. The plunger, he's got these cutout bits on the there we go, on the plunger, which is as seen in the story, so I'm glad they left that feature in. And the gun, instead of the 7th Doctor and Dalek release we saw, which I don't have, they had this really cool looking new gun, which wasn't the bent in normal Dalek gun, it had like all sorts of tubing and stuff on it. Instead, they've just reverted back to the normal one, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. And the gold spots, I suppose, egg spots you can call them, seem to be okay, although I'm sure on one of them, there we go, on this one it does have a bit of paint bleeding, it's been scratched off there, so that's unfortunate, but I'm sure I'll live. And of course the wheels as well, so it's a nice Dalek to have, and there's not a lot wrong with this one, thankfully, because I've heard stories that the eyes have been smashed in and stuff like that on other sets, so I'm glad that one was okay. And this Dalek now, this is the Dalek that's got the most wrong with it, I think. Basically, they've made the eye stalk a lot smaller for some reason. They were a bit smaller in the story than usual, but they weren't that small, so it does look a bit weird. The eye seems to be okay, and the plunger is the same. The gun, see, this is the gun I was talking about. They've made it look different from the other gun, which should have been on the gold Dalek, but instead they put it on this one as well. And of course the slats are completely different, which is a shame. They're supposed to have those little vented bits on there, like that one, like the top there, the mesh, but unfortunately they don't have that, so it makes the Dalek look a bit strange. And yeah, so that's unfortunate. And the spots are just the same, just black and silver, and the ears are the new ears also. So on the whole, there's not a lot wrong with the set, because I've heard horror stories about the set, but mine seems to be okay. But I don't understand why, if they are making these Daleks, why did they make the eye stalk smaller? If they've done such a good job with the other Daleks, don't see why they left this one out, but oh well. And on to the last Dalek. This is one of my favourite Supreme Daleks, the Supreme Dalek from that story. The silver and black with yellow ears theme goes very well. It's very shiny and cool. This is almost exactly like in the story, I believe. There's nothing wrong with this Dalek at all, I think. The gun, silver, plunger, silver, black all around apart from the slats and the balls, and the black head also. And the eye stalk also looks different, and it looks pretty cool. It's got the black tubing, and then on the side it's got those, whatever they are, the iris things, the silver irises, and of course inside they've got the normal Dalek stock as well. So yep, there is only one thing wrong with this Dalek, and it is a massive scratch on the side, and they've like painted over some hair or something like that. I'm not sure what that is. I don't think it's a scratch. I think they've painted over some hair. Couldn't be bothered taking it out, so. But, you know, it's not too bad. I'm sure I'll be okay with it. So, yep. That is pretty much it for my Daleks. To be honest, another quick review, because I haven't got a lot to say about these figures, to be honest. And I don't have an awful lot of battery to get through either, so. Yep. So, basically, that is the set. I'd give the set, on the whole, about 8 out of 10, because I do like this story a lot. It's my favourite Dalek story, and I hope to army build all these Daleks. And it's very nice having a special weapons Dalek in hand also. So this is a very rare set, guys, so if you don't have it, do try to get it. And yeah, so highlight of the set would definitely be the special weapons Dalek. But yep, thanks for watching this review, guys. If you liked or didn't like my opinions, subscribe so I will be able to do more reviews, and thanks for watching. So I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.